What's up, Internet? My name is TridentLion, and welcome to this video. Yesterday, I attended the National Achievers Congress, and on this video, I'm going to show you a little vlog of what my experience was. Alright, so I just got to the Amway Center for the National Achievers Congress in Orlando. So rather than just trying to remember this and say it to the camera, I figured I'll just read it from my Evernote. So the first question I asked myself, was it worth it? Yes, I do believe it was worth it. For me, the $50 I spent on the ticket was worth it, even if I just got to see Garyvee and Tony Robbins speak. Now, I didn't arrive there as soon as it first opened at 8 o'clock. I arrived a few hours late, so I did miss the first couple speeches. Like Robert from Shark Tank, I unfortunately missed him, even though I was really excited to see him. Garyvee's first speech, even though later on I got to see his keynote where he answered a lot of great questions.
You know, just the actual going through the process. The clear differentiator between me and many people here is I love my process, not the stuff that my process creates for me. Like people are sitting here a boat.
I don't want a boat.
Like, by the way, I don't judge. Like, if you want a fucking Lambo or live in fucking Greece or fucking get some new Supremes or have fucking a penthouse apartment or, you know, have a Rolex or fucking have $1 million in cash under your mattress, I'm not judging you. It's just not who I am. You know, I love this game. I love the process. I love losing more than I love winning. It's why I keep starting new shit. I like starting at zero. I love the fucking grind. My favorite Rocky is Rocky 6 when he goes back to shit. I'm being serious. Because I don't need the materialistic things for me to posture and peacock in front of others because I don't give a fuck about your opinion. You know? I mean that. But I mean this. I don't get to sit on a high horse and judge. You need to know what you're about. I just ask you, I beg you to understand why you want that thing. I want the process because I love the legacy of it. I love looking back at my baseball card at the end of my career and seeing what I did for those 70 years. I love the game. And so like, I'm just desperate for people to at least see it from that angle. I just want to know why you want something. Why? Because you think money's going to give you freedom? P. Diddy nailed this down a long time ago. More money, more problems. If you literally think money is going to unlock your happiness, you're a fucking idiot. It's just 100% true. It's just 100. You know how fucking miserable fucking millionaires there are? Happiness is the ROI.
When I first got there, I met with some friends. The few speakers that were talking, one was someone that is an expert in real estate, and he was basically pitching how valuable it is to invest in real estate, and then at the end had a product that he was selling, which is a real estate investing education course. The next speaker was a guy that has an expertise in stock market trading and how he has made a living in that, and his product that he was selling was a stock investing course where you can learn how he was able to build success and how you could do the same. My favorite part of the event was getting to see Garyvee, Tony Robbins, and also spend time with friends.
I have a very, very particular skill set. It is something that is duplicatable, and so we'll talk a bit about that. I'm going to go relatively quickly. Forgive me for that, just so I can keep things on schedule here. This is what's possible when you get good at this.
So, look, I mean, life's about alternatives.
Sure.
You're not going to cry. I mean, you're trying to figure out the angle. You're not going to cry.
Interested in learning.
You're just going to have to find, I think influencer marketing is most likely the place you need to go. I do think it's important. Listen, I watch very carefully what things get blocked and what they don't. I think there's a lot to unravel into why it's being blocked too, and like where you are in your career and how early you are in your career and what skills you've amassed. That's also an interesting thing to debate.
Yeah, but it's a company-wide thing happening. I'm a distributor for this company.
No, that's what I'm asking.
Right after Gary Vee did his Q&A, they had a guy named Doug Nelson, who I've never heard of before, come out, and he had a lot of value to provide as well.
Superficial. They only focus on the results. On the what, please?
Results.
Thank you. Gary talked about this a little bit earlier, answering one of the questions. If you're chasing money, good fucking luck. Good luck. Even if you catch the money, you're not going to be happy. Even if you catch it. Jim Rohn said this: success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. Yeah, that's Jim Rohn. It's not me. That's Jim Rohn. These fruits represent our results. Now, what most people do is they walk up to the tree of life and they look at the results and go, there's not that many of them. They take them down and go, they're not a very nice color. They don't taste very good. They're not as good as my neighbor's fruits. Here's the thing that they don't understand. If you want to change the fruits, you don't focus on the fruit. You focus on the roots. It's these roots that create these fruits. I told him I was going to do that as soon as I picked up that flimsy piece of shit.
A financial thermostat. This idea I haven't heard of before this seminar, and I thought it to be very fascinating and valuable. Kind of like the temperature that you set at your house is what you'll get, whatever financial temperature. So whatever your aim is, whether you're thinking debt or you're thinking 10,000 or you're thinking 10 million, and that's what your aim will be, whatever you set your financial goal to. So his advice, Doug Nelson, was a lot of financial mindset, like the millionaire mind and things like that. After him, they had Tony Robbins come out. So I'm just gonna kind of go through my Evernote and share with you some of the notes that I took as I was taking it in, because I don't remember everything that was experienced. It was a lot to take in. It was overwhelming of value. So that's why I had to jot down as much notes as I possibly could. The first thing, and at the end of going through all this, I wanted to share with you one strong takeaway that I got from Tony Robbins. But let's go through this first. New decisions, new habits. Whatever you learn gets linked to the state you are in when you learn it. Oh, I like this one. Resourcefulness is more valuable than resources. What's preventing you from growing? Or with regard to business, what's preventing your business from growing? And it was, I don't have enough of this, I don't have enough of this, I don't have enough of this, I don't know. It was all people were complaining they don't have enough resources. But his point was, be resourceful and you won't need the resources. He also provided 2 business tips. The first one, know who your ideal customer is. The second one, fall in love with your customer, not with your product or service. One great example he gave was the Walkman. Another pointer that I jotted down, life is a dance, between what you desire most and what you fear most. To influence someone best, first you have to know what already influences them. Two things that influence us: the state we are in moment to moment, and the second is our blueprint, set of beliefs, expectations, etc. We all know what fear is. Now, what is stress? Stress is fear. And I love that analogy because there's a lot of people at that convention that were achievers, go-getters, and a lot of them say, "Oh, I'm not scared of anything. I'll take risk. I'll go out there and do it." But they're stressed. You follow your stress and it'll lead you to your deepest fears. Everything you ever desired is inside of yourself. Joy, bliss, ecstasy. Feel the feelings that you want to feel right now. A lot of people think that outside things that will come to them, material possessions or money, will make them feel a certain way. So that's what they're really after. Not the material possessions so much, but what they're more so chasing is what those things will provide, which is good feelings, joy, bliss, ecstasy. All things that you felt before, you just have to learn how to feel them again. And then he did a great exercise, which was towards the conclusion of my stay at the seminar. The first question is, what does it look like to have an extraordinary life? And he made everybody in the audience take time to write, whether in a notepad or on their phone, what an extraordinary life would look like to them. After that, he says to follow up with another question. What's preventing me from having this right now? Take time, write that down. And then the last question he would ask, what would you have to change in the next 6 to 12 months to make yourself closer to having that extraordinary life? Okay, so now I wanted to talk to you about one of the greatest takeaways that I got out of the Tony Robbins thing. So if you're not happy with the results in your life, it's because of certain actions. And the actions are taken because of a certain feeling and a certain state. So the way you can adjust your state that you're in is through two things. One is focus, and the second is physiology. So whatever you focus on is going to determine your thoughts and is going to determine your actions, which will determine your results. And also with your body, so think of someone that's depressed or someone that's unmotivated. How does their body gesture? They're like slouched over, they talk kind of slow, they kind of mope around, they don't have confidence, and that's not something that's empowering. And that type of, mopey physiology will lead to, not so valuable thoughts, which will lead to not so valuable actions, which will lead to unwanted results. So there are a couple ways that you can change your physiology. Sit upright, put your shoulders back, walk more confidently. Exercising is great.
What in your life is a blessing? I know you're doing your part, but then there's the part that goes beyond you. Like being born this time in history. You drive on streets you didn't build, read books you didn't write, use the internet to answer any question on earth that you never even came up with. That's called grace. I'm going to feel that gratitude right now in your body.
And if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. It'll be greatly appreciated.
Because resources are never the problem. You can get the resources if you're resourceful enough. It's not going for resources, and I want everyone in here that owns a business to hear me right now. Because most businesses, 95% of all businesses never break $1 million gross. That doesn't mean they make a dime. That just means they gross $1 million. And if you're in a business where you do $5 million, you're 0.4% of all businesses on earth. It's hard to imagine that when we live in a world of Googles and Apples, where you think of multi-billions, but those are far in between. Most entrepreneurs don't make a dime. Most entrepreneurs are just self-employed. The good news is they control their own time. The bad news is they control their own time. Right? And they try to do it all themselves, and so they never become a business owner, they're just an operator. And operators are always stressed they don't make any money. To do 10 million gross in sales, gross, doesn't mean you make a dime. You're 0.00006. That means 6 out of 100,000 businesses will ever do 10 million gross. Doesn't even mean they're profitable. So, it is not an easy thing, business. And if you're busy saying, I don't have the resources, it's already over for you. The people that succeed are the ones that are unbelievably resourceful. They don't have the capital, they get it. And they get it because they're resourceful, because the ultimate resource is human emotion. Human emotion is what starts wars. Human emotion is what creates peace. Human emotion is what gets you laid. I got the guy's attention now. Human emotion is what creates a family, true? Human emotion is where kids come from. Human emotion is where divorce comes from.
Human emotion is the resource, but if we don't use it properly, it becomes a weapon against ourselves. See, you want to know your resources? Creativity. If you're creative enough, can you find the answer, yes or no?
Yeah.
If you care enough, can you get other people to care and help you, yes or no? If you're loving enough, can you penetrate people's limitations and get them to open up, yes or no? If you're determined enough, can you find the money even though you don't have it, yes or no? And don't give up any more bullshit about you don't have the resources.